Hello there, and welcome to my next video for the City of Final Fantasy Opera Omnia, in which we're going to be tackling the Golbez Clad in Darkness EX quest. And you may be noticing I'm bringing a team along without Golbez. So I was kind of on the fence about whether I was going to pull for him or not, and I know that he does cataclysmic amounts of damage, and I know that, you know, it's always delightful to see those high numbers. I'm very much a numbers guy, and I mean, it's Golbez, you know? He's like the OG, like Final Fantasy's equivalent to friggin' Darth Vader, you know? So I can definitely see the appeal. Unfortunately, when I sort of take a look at my pulling plans over the next, say, month or so, we've got Rinoa coming up, we've got Lenna, we've got Sephiroth, who I'm definitely going to be pulling on, and I also intend to hit the Freya banner when it drops, like the story banner that's got Vivi's EX and Zidane's EX on it, because, I mean, it's such good value. It's got Vivi on it, it's got Zidane on it, it's like and Freya, you know, Freya's amazing too. Like, it's just perfect for me, like all the Final Fantasy IX characters. And I'm thinking, like, if my luck really heads south, I could very well end up with like almost nothing after I get rinsed by 3 banners in a row. And being realistic, I probably wouldn't be using Golbez all that much. You know, I'd be having him like just for the sake of having him, which is never a good reason to pull anything, especially in these games where luck can swing like a pendulum, and on one banner you'll get like a friggin' first ticket EX, and then the next banner you'll like have to mortgage half your life savings to get anything, you know. That's just the nature of the beast. So in the end I've decided I won't pull, mostly because of his longevity issues. Like, he only has 6 of both skills, that's the same as Squall, and his EX is quite slow charging, and he has to build up stacks in order to sort of get the most use out of it. Yeah, you get Twin Meteor, you get the Dark Imperil, and you can like not care about your element summon, you can bring Ifrit and not care about like not having Bahamut and so on, but ultimately I just kind of don't like having to burn through skills so quickly when Rinoa can do almost the same thing. For like 1 skill will count for like 3 of Golbez's, you know? And not only that, but when I'll be pulling Sephiroth as well, if I run Sephiroth alongside like Rosa and Bartz or something stupid like that to jack up his attack, then in Bahamut he's going to be hitting like harder than Golbez is capable of hitting, because he only, in inverted commas, has 6 brave hits on his abilities that aren't his EX. So like at most he can do 60k damage, and spoiler alert, Sephiroth's going to be hitting harder than that, at least if I use him in some teams that I've got in mind. So ultimately all this just kind of coalesces into me not pulling for him. But if you did, and I know that there were a lot of people who were very hyped for this banner, then I hope you've had I hope you had brilliant luck, and I hope it's gone well for you. That being said, I am going to be bringing along a team of Bartz, Rosa and Quistis for this one, or Team Aura as I like to call them, because that's basically what they do. They kind of just stack auras on top of auras with each other and make everyone else more powerful. I really quite like this team, to be honest. And I thought, well, I could bring double Quistis, but what better to showcase Golbez than to bring him to his own event? And also, not only that, but I think the redonkulous damage output this guy has will really help in taking down at least the 2nd stage of the boss, you know? So, I haven't done this, I haven't actually run through this completely, so I don't know if it's going to work, but there's only one way to find out. So, let's get into it and see how we do. Okay, my apologies for that little jump cut there. My game suddenly decided that it wanted to exit, and then I couldn't get back in for like several minutes. Okay, so now we're back. Let's continue. So I'm just going to get Prey up. Yeah, that guy who has the highest max brave out of that will be Quistis. I'll let Quistis take care of the middle dude. Yeah, I'll take this one out. So this team really doesn't have much in the way of wave clear, and part of me is kind of wondering whether it would even be more efficient just to have Golbez blast through everything. Like if I brought him in on the first turn and just have him kind of like do the wave clearing job, and then we could fight the boss. I'm not sure if that would work out better, but this is what I'm doing. Like, I'm gonna try and drop those heavy meteors on the flawless when we get there. I do like the fact that when the summons awaken to level 30, they charge a lot faster. Like, it feels like with how fast it's been going, like on some. I'm gonna miss out here just so we get the DFFOO for Quistis. But yeah, as I was saying, like on some stages, it almost feels as though you're obligated to bring a launcher because you're not going to hit the. You're not going to have your summon charged in time if you don't. So I'm glad that they changed that. Obviously, when Cosmos gets here, it will be a bit of a different story, but until then. Yeah, I love that. You can just attack with Rosa, 20k damage, and oh, okay, yeah, we'll finish him up in these next two moves anyway. I was going to say Bartz gets battered. Man, I love Rosa's aura. It's so strong. I mean, have you seen that shit? It's insane. That's why I wanted to. That's why That's another reason I wanted to bring on Golbez, because I thought if I have Rosa for aura purposes, and then I kind of have Quistis just doing her, doing what she does, then that should be a pretty potent combination. I ain't gonna use her EX here, are you crazy? Hopefully this will be enough. Ah, yes. Excellent. Not that we need to save the skills that much, but... Get that DFFOO up. Get that laser whip. Let's see. What do I do here? I have 5 turns left on Rosa's buff. So that means that she doesn't need to pray straight away. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually going to go for it. I've got my EX up. I'm actually just going to pop summon here, and we'll try and burst it down as fast as we can. Maybe this will work, maybe not. Let's find out. I do love how hard Luminous Arrow hits. That does a very respectable amount of damage. Okay, now we bring in Big Bad Golbez to drop the Meteor. God damn, that hits so bloody hard. That is absolutely delightful. Go on then. See which one of these gives his. So that gives him attack up. That gives him max brave up. I think he'll need this one. God damn! Holy crap! I'm just going to degenerate her in the summon because it's not bad. We're not using Bahamut, basically. Okay, he's going to need my max brave. Yes, sorry. Holy shit, let's look at that shit, man. That's insane. In the best way. Wow. He really hits hard against that dark weakness. That's just... Oh, Rosa's prayer ran out. But we can still drop the Meteor. And he still hits like a truck. This guy. This guy. So, I guess this can kind of act as a Golbez showcase as well. Okay, so if this isn't it, then this definitely will be. Okay, let's finish it off in style. Bam! And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all she wrote. Well, that was quite something. Golbez is a monster right now. I mean, good god, that damage. Okay, we are done here. Right, yeah, clean sweep of that event. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching that, and I hope you enjoyed that Golbez damage as much as I did. If for those of you who pulled for him, I sincerely hope he got his EX, because he looks like the real deal. I mean, I know he has synergy stats and he had Rosa in the party, but good God, man, that's satisfying to see. Okay, so thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Cheers.